We're in Pella, Iowa at the Cellar Peanut Pub. This is a place that you guys told us we had to visit. And I'm glad we listened to you because holy cow, the craft beer at this place is ridiculous. This is Marty. Marty runs the place.
Hello, hello.
Marty, thanks for having us.
You bet.
So can I talk about the history of the, first of all, I will say this. If you have a peanut allergy, you might want to watch something else for a couple of minutes because the place is called the Peanut Pub for a reason, right?
Yeah.
There's peanuts all over the
Yes.
place.
Yep.
Walk me through the history of the Cellar Peanut Pub because I noticed this. I'm very astute. We're not currently in a cellar.
No. Originally, I bought the Cellar Peanut Pub in 2002. It was downstairs in a morgue of an old hospital.
I feel like you're rushing through that. Your original bar was in a morgue in a hospital.
Yes, that's where the cellar came. It was down in the basement.
Uh-huh.
It was unique, no windows, small little venue, more like a dive bar.
It doesn't seem like the happiest place to go and drink
It was
beer.
good. It was good. Yeah, it was a great learning experience. Then I was able to buy the old Rock Island Depot building, ran it for 10 years, and had a great time there. Decided to just sell craft beer instead of your macro breweries.
Walk me through that decision. When do you make the decision that we're not going to have any of the macro beers on, we're just doing craft beer? What year would that have been?
That would have been about 8 years ago.
So that's in Oskaloosa.
Correct.
Now, I'm guessing that there was some people telling you that might not have been a smart idea.
Yeah, I
get the idea. It's cool, Marty. You like your fun beer and everything. We get it. You like your craft beer, but you got to have a couple handles for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're hearing?
Yeah, I was hearing everything actually. It was I would say I lost some friends because of liquid. It was
no kidding. People were
they
to the
stopped
point where
coming in.
Yeah.
It just got a little weird, but I basically felt that I wanted craft beer to be what the Cellar Peanut Pub was. I was building relationships with breweries. I was seeing the clientele was changing a little bit because it was craft beer and people weren't getting slammed on Busch Light beers. It was interesting. So
you made a conscious decision that you wanted to just move to craft beer.
Correct.
Can I kind of rewind that a little bit and ask why you made that decision?
Like I said, I was building friendships with breweries. I was understanding, especially the local breweries were paying their bills just like you and me. It was better quality beer. You know, it was fresh. It was local. We were supporting each other. So changing was the right thing for me personally to do. And like I said, building the relationships was the most important thing, is to understand that, you know, the brewers or the canning line guys or the head owners of the company, you know, it was a better feel for Cellar Peanut Pub to go to that transition and change.
The story on you is that you're a guy that basically wants to make sure that everyone, and taking a look at the handles, it looks like it's pretty well represented, that's a lot of Iowa beers there. The idea that you want to make sure that everyone at least gets a shot.
Absolutely.
That's important to you?
Yeah, quality is obviously very important, but I feel that
you wouldn't put something on unless you sampled it first and said that was good, right?
No, I'll give you a chance.
Right.
The unique part about Pella is they support 100% craft. They're coming in and they're trying to try something new. So giving them opportunities to try beers from different breweries, or, you know, a brewery wants to come to the Cellar Peanut Pub for the first time, I'm going to give you that opportunity. If your beer does well, then you're going to get in the rotation more and more. I think everybody should give a small brewery especially a chance.
So you go from making a conscious decision to only do craft beer to doing, you know, you're not going to have a handle from some of the bigger fellas. You're just going to do craft beer. You go from that. You lose friendships. You have some friends say, "Listen, what are you, a beer snob? I don't want to hang out with you anymore," right?
Right.
And then you become this place where, I mean, I'm telling you, viewers have said you've got to go to Pella. Why haven't you brought the show to Pella? So then you become a destination in and of yourself, even though you're not making any beer. People know they can come here and try all these different styles.
It's my team too. I also say that you have to be beer certified. So all of my pub tenders here at the Cellar Peanut Pub are Cicerone first level. Mm-hmm. It's a mandatory thing you have to do at the Cellar Peanut Pub because we're only selling craft beer or craft cider. You have to understand what you're selling. I feel my customers need that. Educating people about craft beer is important to me. It's not just about drinking.
Right.
It's about learning and understanding what a beer is. So yeah, if
who's my man that's serving right now?
that's Ryan.
Okay, so Ryan, I ordered this beer. Ryan had like a 30-second story to tell me about the beer, which is so important, right? Yes. I mean, what this is, every one of these beers is a story, and we love telling those stories here on the show. That's why I'm so excited I get to do this. Everyone has a story, so it's not like pour the beer, there you go, off you go. Like to be able to have a conversation and tell me,
Iowa, yeah.
right. But he was
Manchester,
able to
Iowa.
He was able to tell me what kind of notes I could expect, and I got a lot of information before I took my first sip.
That's
really crucial.
It's important, yes.
And because of the reputation this place has in the craft beer community, I know that you guys get beer that no one else can get. Right? There are some super limited things, super exclusives that you get. Can I kind of ask you to?
Yeah, we have a
walk me through
cellar.
those?
We have a cellar in the basement, so we do a lot of cellaring of our beer. It's obviously called the Cellar Peanut Pub. It's a great name.
Now it all makes sense.
Let's be real. But yeah, I think breweries they know we're going to take care of their beer. They know we clean our beer lines. They understand that we are knowledgeable about beer. So for a brewery to bring a one-off or a limited beer, is important.
If they do like a special one-off pilot thing and they only have like 6 kegs of it,
they'll know I'll buy it.
They know at least 1 or 2
I'll
of them
try
have to
it,
come
yes,
here,
absolutely,
because of the reputation that this place has.
And there's other great beer bars in this state, but I feel that, like I said, they understand that we're going to take care of their product. We're going to feature it. We're going to use our social media aspects of our business to promote it. Those are important things for us to help a brewery out with.
You mentioned the other beer bars in the state, and I'll bring it up because you seem to be a little bit too humble to bring it up. You've recently been recognized as the craft beer bar in the state of Iowa.
Yeah.
And it's not your first time winning this, right?
This will be our 3rd time. We just found out about it a couple days ago. It's humbling, the work that we put into this, to only sell 100% independent craft beer and to be on a national level with some really cool bars across the country is it's an honor.
It's the Cellar Peanut Pub in Pella. Great beer, great atmosphere, and a great team that you put together. Congratulations.
Thank you, my man.
Thanks for having us. And
Cheers.
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 I win again. Oh, hi.
The old myth was that you would ring the buzzer. That was summon a
Hookers! They had hookers upstairs.
Right. I mean,
You
supposedly it was a brothel.
Allegedly, there was a brothel.